Hey guys, it's Brian, and in this video, me and Boomer go out on our first grass flipping trip of the year on the Big G, and dude, do we catch them. And we even catch something funny, so you'll be able to see that. If you like this video, hit the like button. If you haven't already, go down and hit the subscribe button. And after the hook sets, I've got some information that I'm going to share. I'm going to go over my gear and then share something, a little secret that I've got going on. But I'm going to let you have it. So hopefully it'll help you put more fish in the boat this year. And if you like to hear braids sing, dude, we got it. Turn it up. We got it going today. So without any further ado, let's go. Let's go catch them. What? Oh. It's a bluegill. Pull it in.
I got it wrapped around my thing. I couldn't reel.
It's a freaking warmouth.
He got that beaver?
I bet that's what that was down there.
Yeah. He got beaver. That's a pretty one. Looks like. He's pretty color.
Show it to the camera and then we'll research it.
What the hell? That. Because he's not the deputy at Victor anymore, so he did it at Big O's. And Colonel Thedford came. It was Eddie, Colonel Thedford, and Anthony. And then I videotaped it. There we go. It's a good one. He's out on there skinny. Long and skinny.
He's been caught recently.
Oh, look at his mouth. It's all tore up.
Put it right back in that place.
Every time I bite one of these bug-looking things, Jack. $1,000 does not have Social Security, FICA, tax. Oh, there we go. Oh, not too little. Wow, 3.
They're fatty.
We've been in that grass. It's got a big old set of shoulders on it, too. Close to 3 in there. He's back in there a little bit.
Yeah, he hit it as soon as
the garage and got a beer. And in that time, I come out with his beer. And there we go.
Ah!
And then at that's when
the hook didn't come out of the boat, out of the plastic.
That's when Jan says, I think there's something going on with your grill. I look out there and smoke is billowing out of the grill. I throw that thing open, flames jump up about 2 foot, but I had my water bottle, I grabbed my water bottle on the way out. The roast was on fire, on fire. And the bottom of the grill was on fire. So I just started with that liter thing of water, I put the fire out, flame back up, I put it out again, flame back up, put it out a 3rd time, and I pulled the roast off. The roast was almost black on the outside, but guess what? On the inside, it was magic. I was surprised. That was a fish for sure?
Yeah. I thought it was pretty funny. He shook his head and he like opened his mouth and looked over.
Yeah,
I never had him like
that was Raylan's 3-pounder. She never got the hook in.
Like the hook somehow turned sideways and buried up into the plastic and stuff.
put the damn marker down here. In here, dog.
I see you. You're still on there. It's a good one. Oh, here.
Yeah.
I can't remember on it. It ain't coming out.
I get it. Okay.
Because I couldn't remember if I restarted it from that fish catcher or not, so I was going to restart it and start it back up. So like I hit the button and then I hear, and I hit it again just as I'm hearing you go. There's one, something, whatever it was. I was like, oh crap.
Sounds like a better one. Not bad.
Dude, that, like, it laid on top of the mat and he sucked it in. I didn't even hook him.
Really? That's funny. Man, not a bad day. You caught a little, huh? I got.
Got him? Yeah, I see him.
Get up in here. That's a good one. Good 2 3/4. Oh, dude.
Just popped out.
Yeah.
I just didn't give him no slack and flip his butt up here.
There we go, coming at you from the breast, man. Whoa! And if I have it, I didn't have it.
I think we already had it.
What the fuck, man? Is that a big head? Oh God, that looks good.
You want to see what's bad?
What?
He hit that. Greg's asking, he's like, hey, do you want me to put you on these seagulls?
No, that'd be a keeper, huh? Finally. Get up in here. Better one. Biggest one of the day.
Nah.
Close to it.
She hit it as it came through.
Good way to be. Damn, I've got to get it. Damn, we at least got 14 pounds, if not 15 there. Got all that grass with you. I'm all about that same size, just right at 3 and under. 2.5.
Me sitting here going, oh, we're going to have to go. Okay, guys. If you just saw, that was a pretty awesome day punching, flipping grass out on the Big G. So pretty good day. Didn't have any bigs, but we caught a lot of those good solid 2.5 to 3 pounders. Our best 5, I'm gonna say, would put us right under 15 pounds. So not a bad day. Needed some of those bigs. I think I had a chance on one big buried up in the grass, couldn't get him out. I did miss about 5 fish, but hey, that's how the cookie crumbles. Great day. I've since been out there since then. I've been out on 5 trips since then, and they've all been kind of pretty much the same way. They've all had, you know, that 10 to 15 fish per day in the flipping, and it's been awesome. So if you haven't been able to get out flipping, go flip it. I love it. I know it's not that time yet. Most people are out deep. Quite honestly, y'all boys stay out deep, and I'll keep flipping them up in the grass because that's where I like to flip them. So I'm gonna go over my gear right quick, and then I've got a couple tips for you guys. I got one that's I'm kind of keeping it under my hat, but I'm gonna let you guys have it to hopefully help you put more fish in the boat and have a good time, because this is the way I love to catch fish. And if you can go out there and catch fish like this and have a good time, I'm all for it. So first of all, let me kind of go over my gear right quick. So as always, guys, I got my I've got my arc rods. This is a Tharp series. This is the Guntersville special. Look, I'm on Guntersville, fishing the Guntersville special. It was a rod designed by Mr. Randall Tharp to flip that hydrilla, flip that grass like we got on Guntersville, and handle it. So this is a heavy action. Now they do make an extra heavy, and it's called the Okeechobee special. It's more for the reeds and stuff like that. But if you like the extra heavy action, they do have it in the same. It's the same 7-11. I mean, it's the same long rod. It's just this one's a little softer than that one. But I really love this. I love the parabolic action I get out of it. Really softer tip. I don't feel like I rip the hook out of the fish's mouth. I don't ever have, like, if you look in the fish's mouth, you can see the cuts. And if you rip too much, that's how your fish get off. A lot of my fish don't have that. Basically, I penetrate and they stay. And I think that the softer rod is what helps me keep that way. Also, pair it with a Daiwa Tatula Elite pitch and flip. I love this reel. It's a great reel. I want to tell you guys, I got 2 of these setups. I run 2 of these rods on my deck at a time. I got one, and I'll tell you what the little differences are in a second, but I run 2 of these setups, and they're great. The line, I got Sunline FX2 60-pound braid. That's where I go. I've pretty much been throwing 60-pound braid on my frog rods and my flipping sticks, and really loving it. Let's get on down to, you know, I got a bobber stop, Titan Tungsten bobber stop. This is a Titan Tungsten punch weight, or flipping weight, not a punch weight. Flipping weight. This is a 1 1/4. Most of the time, I'm staying between a 1 and a 1 1/4, and that's one of the things that I do with my 2 different setups. One will have a 1 1/4, and one will have a 1 on it ounce weight. So as I'm going through there, if I feel like I need a heavier weight, I can easily just pick down and grab the heavier weight. This one's got a little punch bead on it. I just think that protects the knot a little bit better. 4/0 VMC heavy flipping hook is what I'm using there. And then my one of my favorite baits, the Riot Fuzzy Beaver, and this one is money color. So put this down for just so I can talk. So I told you that I run 2 setups. One is I run a different size weight. One will have a 1 ounce on it. One will have a 1 1/4 ounce, or one will have a 1 1/4 and 1 1/2 when it gets later and I need the heavier line or heavier weight. But everything else kind of stays the same. The hook's the same, you know, everything's the same. But I will also sometimes run a different color. Like most of the time I'm flipping the money color, which is black with blue fleck on one side, green pumpkin on the other. That's, you know, I throw that majority of the time. But the other rod, my backup, or however you want to say it, I will have a black and blue. This is blue steel. That's how I'll put a different color on it. So that way, if I want to try a different color, I just pick it up and I'm ready to go. And everything feels the same. That's the reason I fish a flipping stick, or my flipping setup is the same. The reel's the same, the rod's the same, the braid, everything's the same, because I want the same feel except for the weight and bait. I want everything to be the same, so when I pick it up, it's instinctual. There's no problems. So that's why I do that. Another color that I throw is green pumpkin. I throw a green pumpkin, that way, you know, I mean, you think about it. Here's my money color. What am I throwing? Black and blue and green pumpkin. Green pumpkin. This is a kind of a mix. So these are the three colors that I tend to stick with while flipping. And if you want to try out the Riot colors, guys, as always, go to their website, riot.com, and use, you know, my bud code, WildmanBud, and you get 15% off. And I really think you should try these out if you're flipping or anything. These also are great on a wobblehead or a Tokyo rig. Yep, these are great. Awesome baits. It's got a little flange right here. Kicks really well. Little secret. Take the green pumpkin and dye the little flange. Chartreuse. Yeah, buddy. That one's free. Alright, guys. So that was the gear. Next thing I'm going to show you, and I'm hoping that I put it here, is a picture. Okay. One of the two things I want to show you on this picture is when I'm flipping, you know, it's miles and miles of grass if you've ever been out in this stuff. So what I do is when I catch a fish or have a bite, I put a white X there. I waypoint a white X. You can use whatever color. This is just what I use. White X means I flipped a fish up in the grass, or I missed a fish here in the grass. And as the season goes on, this kind of starts showing me where my money is, where my juice is, if you want to say it that way. Because you're going to find these stretches where we flip for hours and never come on a bite or get a bite, and then all of a sudden, for, you know, we come up on a stretch of 20-30 yards and it's bite. So what I'm doing is, over a long time, I'm showing myself where these bites are. So hopefully at some point I can rule out 2 miles of grass and only fish 50 yards or a half a mile or a quarter mile. You know, it's going to make me more efficient that way, especially later in the year. As tournaments come up, I can go that route. I can know where my money's at, and I can go straight to it. Second thing, this is the little secret that I wanted to give you guys. If you can see those little indentions in the grass or in the map, so everything that's red, or not red, orange and yellow is covered in grass right now. That's what I'm flipping. And that outside line, even where it's blue, is pretty much a straight line down through there of grass. Like that blue is basically where the edge of the line is. That they'll follow straight along that ridge is where the grass is, and it's topped out. So what I've found is right there in those little cuts, or you know, at the point the cuts make, or the indention, that's where my fish have been coming lately. That's a little secret I'm giving to you guys. Hopefully that'll help you. Use your maps. I know it's a bunch of grass, but use your maps. If there's a ditch or something around that topped out grass, I think the fish are going to be there. I have one place, there's a ditch that runs through it, and the last 5 years, it's been a great area. I'm talking about, I've seen a 8-pounder be caught out of that area, or not caught, but hooked. We got him to the boat and couldn't get him in. He got off before we could get hands on him. So that's my little secret, guys. I hope that helps you out. So I'm going to go ahead and we're going to sign off. If you haven't already, guys, go down and hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, leave a comment. Just to, you know, I got a question for you. Have you seen something crazy like that being caught before? A bluegill or a warmouth being caught flipping? If you caught something crazy, leave it in the comments. I want to hear this stuff. I mean, that's just craziness. So, without further ado, guys, you know, it's a crazy world we're living in. So everybody stay safe. Look out for each other. Tight lines, and we'll see you on the water.